Hello, Monsters Bounty, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 9 of my Kairos Fateweaver Campaign, where last time we got the Demon Soul of Tzeentch. Thank God for that. And... Kairos Fateweaver. It was a good time. And Cathay is recruiting so much shit. What I need Revealed Shroud. How do I get Revealed Shroud? Wave Deceit... Wave Deception. 25 books. Okay. Kind of want that. Okay, I'm going to get that. We're getting Storm of Fire. We can get that in a minute. I'm going to get Stanic Device. Yes, we stan... Oh, Stanic Deviance. We stan the Deviants. We do. We do indeed stan the Deviants. Okay, and... right, what we're going to do... What we're going to do is... How much do you guys cost? 182. How much do you? 142. Are you tankier? How much barrier do you have? 600 compared to 600. You've got the same barrier. Okay, in that case, get some more Furies. Because we're going to attack Snake Gate. We're going to try and break through into Cathay. That's the dream. I have a dream that we're going to fucking just smash right into Cathay. It's going to be great. Trust me on this. It's going to be grand. Paul Daniels, you've got 2 skill points. Holy shit. What a guy. The man, the legend, the hairpiece. I guess do training, because you've got everything. Oh, no, actually, change your mind. Treason of Tzeentch. There we go. There we go. And David Copperfield. Or should that be Copperfield? I don't know if he ever did. I don't know if he's that kind of guy. I'm hoping not, but you can never be too careful these days, can you? And how much money do we have? A fair old wedge. Kind of want that. We've got 1 turn before that's finished. Okay. So I mean, things are looking good, but we need to break into Cathay, because until we do that, we're basically just that fucking Bastion. It's a Bastardion. He's a dick. That's what he is. Military access. Sure. Cougar Warbands are dead. We've upgraded. Yep, we've got the Rock of Inevitability. That's good. And we're up. We've got the next thingy. Ooh, suffers attrition. Let's pop you with that.
I am no one's slave.
Because you'll start suffering attrition.
I bow only before dragons.
Tomorrow.
I could lay siege to that. They may decide to come out to play, and if they do, that might be better for us than... Would it be better for us? There's a lot of questions there. I genuinely don't know. Fuck it, let's do it, because otherwise we'll just be sat here for the next bajillion years. It says decisive defeat. That's holy fuck me. Okay, that's... Yeah, no, I don't doubt it. But we're going to lay siege to it, because that will make them take damage, which is good. We'll also move Thyros the Small over here, so he can join the party. It says close defeat this time. Let's build some bird towers. I'm going to build some bird towers, and that hopefully means you're taking more attrition, right? Are you?
I am no one's slave.
Maybe? Is there any dickery we can do? I can open the gates. Halt a faction. Track army. I could, like, try and... give that to someone? Or not? I could open the... I don't know how much opening the gates is actually going to help me. Well, let's see how that goes. Worst case, everyone dies. That's worst case. Absolute worst case. I'm going to get the Cult of Deceits. Because I want to be able to research that technology that I was thinking about earlier, and I've forgotten which one it is, but I've remembered that I want it. I'm also going to get this one. We don't have a huge number of recruitment buildings. If we get this, oh fuck it, we'll get that one. All right, sure. Let's get that one.
The great changer deigns we weave you a fee.
Does he though? Defensive alliance? Yes, please. I'll take a defensive alliance. I do find the cult mechanic a bit weird because I think the only faction that can actually like properly do cults is Slaanesh, and everyone else is just kind of like pops up, and they tend to pop up in places controlled by Tzeentch or whatever the god is factions, because they're the ones that usually have the most corruption in them. Talking of cults, one's popped up there. What's the Winds of Magic? Oh, they're stonk. They're stonk. So let's go books. I want more books. And you're still just taking damage. Although there are now more armies heading this direction to obviously deal with this problem. So, I mean, we could attack. It says... That's worse. That is worse. That's worse. A crushing defeats. If it was just the garrison, I'd be like, yeah, this is fine. But the garrison and a full stack is like... Do we just go for it? Do we just go for it? Do we just go fuck it? Do I just go for it? Problem is, they've got so many fucking armies.
My will does not bend.
They've got even more armies than I thought, because there's also a stack and a half up there, which means they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, say 5 stacks, and that's the ones I can see. Which means even if I do manage to break through, I'll probably take a lot of damage in the meantime, and it'll take me fucking ages to replenish. I don't think fighting a settlement at full strength is in my best interests. I'm going to march you back there. In fact, what I'm going to do is put you both in ambush stance and see if we can lure them in to attack the settlement. And maybe, at that point, we can... Oh, I don't know. I genuinely don't know how to break through the bastion. I genuinely don't know. I don't really need to construct an outpost. I can already recruit the units that they can. Hello, lads. Defensive Alliance and 2k. Thanks. I'll take that. Oh, okay. There's lads here. There's lads. What have I... Oh, I need to do the quest battle, don't I? I completely forgotten about that. Oh, let's go and do the quest battle then. Seeing as... Oh, mind you, there's so many fucking armies around at the moment. I could maybe attack you. But it looks like there's a lot of boys here. Maybe we can help them. Like maybe we could take... I think this... seeing as there's just a bunch of guys just spawned, I think this is probably the best time to give it a shot. Let's get the Cult of Lies. My hope is they will like charge and like lay siege, and if they lay siege we can move... Hello? Oh no. Oh, fuck me. Where did you come from? What settlement? The Fortress of Eyes. Do I help? it's not really a big problem if we all die, because the Fortress of Eyes has Kairos, and I don't know why Kairos and Thyras aren't A, joining in, or intercepted along the way. I guess worst case is everyone dies, and maybe we can take some down with us. I mean, the garrison isn't going to do much, and if they attack the garrison, then at least I do know that Kairos and Thyras are within range to reinforce. So, fuck it, let's give it a shot. Now, the enemy do outnumber us, but not actually by too much, because they have additional units waiting as reinforcements. To say, overall, but they do have terracotta sentinels, which is a slight problem. However, they've also left their artillery completely exposed, so I'm going to fucking take those things out. It looks like the Furies are going right for the cannons as well, which means they're dead. Can't shoot that point-blank range, can you? Well, get wrecked. We can take out all the cannons. That's going to make our life considerably easier and allow us to do some more damage. I don't think we can win this battle, but we can certainly make them pay in blood. Taking a little bit of fire there, but that's fine, because these Furies, totally expendable. As long as they take out the artillery, I'm fine. There's a Vidmar Axebreaker. I genuinely have no idea where this battle's taking place, because our settlement is reinforced, but we've also got 2 armies nearby who haven't, so what the fuck's going on there? As soon as they're attacking this army and the settlement's reinforcing, how did they get past our there's a lot of questions there. Okay, well, the Furies are disintegrating, but they did manage to take out all of the artillery, which was going to be a massive pain in the arse to deal with. So with that artillery dealt with, that means that the enemy army is going to have to close with us. Advantage, Norse boys. Kurgans? Advantage Kurgans. Okay, so far so good. Do have our Knights of Tzeentch on the flank. Oh, there you are. Chaos Knights of Tzeentch on the flank. So taking out those terracotta sentinels is going to be a bit of a problem for us. We do have mammoths on our side, though, but obviously I can't control them. So I'm just going to have to hold the left flank and hope to God that the Norskins are going to do something sensible. My plan is tie up the enemy front line with the Forsaken, use the Blue Horrors to shoot them to little pieces, and then, once the Blue Horrors have run out, basically just charge and just try and kill as many as possible. Meanwhile, I'm hoping to get the Chaos Knights of Tzeentch around the flank. Once the enemy infantry is engaged, we can then start knocking out those missile units. The more missile units we knock out, the better our chances. And also, the less missile units they'll have to throw at us. Whether they maybe have even more armies nearby to attack us, I don't know. I'm slightly concerned that once they wipe this army out, they might just be able to take my settlement, which they might do. But I mean, if they do that, it should be pretty easy to take it back. That's the dream. I also have, apart from my Blue Horrors, and they don't really have enough ammunition, I don't really have a way of taking out the Sky Lanterns. So I'm just going to have to weather that. Fortunately, I don't have the rocket variant. Mammoth's getting an early charge in. Soaking up some of that missile fire as well. Chaos Puppies just charging into the Jade Warriors. Why? Who knows? And the Forsaken pushing forward, the Blue Horrors pulling back. So far, so good. The Chaos Knights were chasing the Jade Lancers. I do not want them to engage those Halbards, though, so we're going to get them out of that and try and get them around. Use our Blue Horrors to shoot up the Halbards as they try and get past. It's a brutal melee there as a Forsaken, and the Cathay infantry clash. That Terracotta Sentinel needs to be taken down, so we need to shoot that with all of the blue and pink fire that we have. The Chaos Knights getting around the flank is exactly what I needed. And you can see that those Jade Warriors are taking a lot of damage from our blue fire. So those Knights are now going to come in and start hitting the rear of the line. Meanwhile, our allies seem to be doing okay. We've got a Mammoth dueling a Terracotta Sentinel, which is not going to go very well for it. The Terracotta Sentinel is just better. It's just a lot better. Getting some blue fire on those ranged units, and our Chaos Knights now dealing with those Peasant Archers. Peasant Archers, not the best units in the Cathay roster, but can certainly do a lot of damage with those arrows if left to their own devices, so let's make sure they're not. Let's cut them to ribbons. If only I had some more units of Knights of Tzeentch, I would use them to, like, rear charge that line. Oh, it'd be so good. Chaos Knights, though, up to 85 kills already. Doing very, very well there. Our Forsaken are taking the brunt of the engagement, but they're wearing down the front line. Looking at numbers here, we can see that we're actually doing very, very well, and they do have some of these Celestial Dragon Guard, though, who are going to tear through our infantry without too much trouble. Those Sky Junks continuing to just annoy the hell out of me. Not much I can do about those. And we do have, of course, Lord of Champions, who should be more than enough of a match for these Jade Warriors. Mind you, they're not doing that well. Like, I thought they would do a lot better, but they got similar armor, I guess. Those Terracotta Sentinels continuing to just be a massive pain in the arse. Just a problem. Blue fire coming in, though, to help out. And the Chaos Knights of Tzeentch now getting locked into combat with some Jade Lancers who have managed to throw themselves against us. Fortunately, we are better in protracted combat. Got there in the end. And these Halbards stopped just short of managing to charge into the rear of us, taking an absolute beating there as well, and getting harassed from the rear by Blue Horrors, saving the Knights from a pointy death. But more Jade Lancers also charging in. Fortunately, I mean, we should be able to deal with this okay. The enemy army starting to thin out. Looking at numbers, you can see that they've lost a large chunk of their force already. Big engagement in the trees. Jade Warriors dealing with Mammoth and Chaos Trolls, but it looks like they're struggling. They're starting to fall back. Got some routes going on here as well. The Jade Warriors losing decisively. Look like they're trying to pull back. God knows what they're trying to do, but that's just going to get them torn to pieces, which is good. Starting to push forward a little bit. The Chaos Knights locked into combat with this Terracotta Sentinel. Do not like that. That thing is going to do a huge amount of damage to us, so we're just going to run away because it's quite slow. And there we have Wencelessness. On the feast of Steve. Run! Run! You got a Terracotta Sentinel on your ass! Leg it! Okay, well, the Cathay line has crumbled. Their units are fleeing all over the place. Looking at numbers, they're dropping very quickly. Those Terracotta Sentinels are going to be a nightmare to take out, though. Going to continue to cause us some issues. Halbards still holding on, despite being surrounded. However, enemy reinforcements are approaching. Not much, though. They don't have a lot to throw at us. But some more units will be joining the fray. God, these Sky Lanterns are a pain in the ass. The enemy generals have decided to join the fray now. Cathay generals are not really meant for melee combat. They don't really have the stats. Especially against mammoths. If we can take out those terracotta sentinels, then we should be in a really good position. Taking them out is going to be tricky though, because you can see they're just tanky boys. Tanky boys. But the Cathay forces are starting to crumble. Look at this. Down to 800, 813, 812, dropping rapidly. Now half of what we have. Just need to mop up those terracotta sentinels and then those reinforcements, and we should actually be fine. Cathay forces are in full retreats. Really just their generals and terracotta sentinels, and the generals are starting to break as well. We do have a few more units now coming, including some Jade Lancers who managed to pick off a unit of Blue Horrors who got out of position. I'm trying to reform my army, and Wenceslausness is trying to pick off the terracotta sentinel with his well, he's also trying to take out the Sky Lantern, but it's going to take quite a bit to take out the Sky Lantern, I think. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, I mean, it's taking damage, but I would probably need like 3 of them to take down 1 Sky Lantern, so... Let's just try and blob the enemy generals! Yeah! Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Okay, looking at numbers here, we still have 1,200 troops on the battlefield, whereas the enemy are around about half that. And the enemy generals are taking a lot of damage as well, and the terracotta sentinels are starting to go down. I think we managed to... We killed 1, and another one is... We've debuffed him. He's got Plague of Rust, so less armor, which of course is good, and then we're blobbing him with everything, including mammoths and shit. Just bring that bastard down. Meanwhile, we've got several units of enemy archers, crossbows, entering the battlefield. This is all their reinforcements. Now, look, I know they've got a terracotta sentinel, right? I know they've got a terracotta, and I know that they've got like a war compass. But considering they've got half our number, the fact they seem to be winning this battle is kind of bullshit. It says the balance of power is like, well, it looks like they're going to win. Like, I don't think they are. I'll be brutally honest. And this terracotta sentinel is down to 2k health. If we can just finish it off, as well as kill the enemy generals, and look, they're almost down. Like this guy, he's got no health. This lady's got bugger all health, and she's starting to retreat. The crossbows are being blobbed by Forsaken and Blue Horrors. They're now in a lot of trouble. So they're not doing very well. Some lads over here, more crossbows getting blobbed by Chaos Trolls and Blue Horrors over there as well. So basically the reinforcements are getting torn to pieces. It's not going well for them, let's put it that way. They do have 3 of these fucking Sky Lanterns though. 21 kills, 20... I mean, they're not going to win the battle for them. Terracotta Sentinels down to 1,000 health, below 1,000 health now. Just need to finish it off. Then they'll have no Terracotta Sentinels. Their generals have either died or are very low health, or... Where? Oh, there. Yeah, so we've got... There's a level 15 general. There's a level 16 over there. He's almost dead. So Wenceslaus is still trying to take out that Sky Lantern. It's just not doing it. Hen Yu Fu is retreating. We're going to make sure she dies. We'll send the Tzeentch Chaos Knights. We've got 271 kills. Holy shit, guys. Fucking legends. So make sure she doesn't get away. Pick her off. The balance of power is currently in the balance, despite the fact that we have 10 times the number of troops, almost 10 times the number of troops they do. And we're now just like blobbing any remaining unit that they have. And the only way we're going to deal with these Sky Lanterns is like either army losses or basically kill everything on the ground until they have to land, I guess is... Yep, okay, well the enemy general's dead, which is good. The battlefield is littered with the corpses of Cathayans. They've lost 3,500 Cathayans to this absolute butchery. That enemy general looks like he's going to die as well. The compass is getting blobbed. It's screwed. It ain't going nowhere. And looking at numbers, yeah, so they're down to 100 and dropping, 45, 40, 43, 41. And we seem to be, I mean, we've dropped below 1,000 now, but I think we're absolutely fine. I think we just need to finish off the last few remnants, basically. Like these Jade crossbows, still just sitting there, still just having rallied and come back to the fight, trying to pick off these Chaos Knights of Tzeentch as they charge towards them. Good luck, guys. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. They're shattered, and there we go. Finally, the enemy army breaks. God, they... You know what? I'm amazed we won that, but they held on a lot longer than they should have. Holy fuck. Genuinely did not think we would win that. I'm gonna take the money. Holy fuck. No, seriously, but... Yikes. They threw everything. So our ambush was foiled, so was Kairos's. Where did they actually attack? Where did they... I mean, I genuinely don't... Sure, okay, well we got reveal Shroud, so that's nice. So I can reveal Shroud on you. Good grief. Okay. So we can't see the settlements. You are right. So you've been getting sentinels from Jingpo. Fine. If we can see everything, they have no armies anywhere else. They're literally all in the... Alright.
I serve only the dragons.
Alright.
Kairos Fateweaver.
Okay.
I serve only the dragons.
Okay.
To touch a dragonborn is blasphemy.
Noted. Noted, but ignored.
Only
Oh
before
my god, you've got so many fucking rockets. Why have you got so many rockets? I'm tempted to just go straight for it. But there's multiple enemy armies dotted around that we need to deal with first.
I am no one's slave.
So let's take these guys out first. You're going to run away. Of course you are. It's not necessarily a big problem. I could chase you down. Can you go and kill them?
Ready to fight.
Good job, Kairos. Nice work. Get the replenishment. You come back. Right, Kairos is going to kill these guys. It says Pyrrhic victory. Let's see if we can change that fate. Well, first we need to take out their artillery, and that's what we're going to do. So, 2 Eternal Rift. Is it Eternal Rift? Oh, Rift dies. Right on top of those Fire Rain rockets. Yeah, they're getting seriously sucked off right now. I mean, that seems to have killed the vast... Like, is there anyone actually left to crew the... I guess there's just enough people to crew the artillery, and that's it. By the looks of it. Because they took a lot of... Like, there doesn't seem to be anyone crewing this one. Oh, no, there is. There's one... I think they've got, like, 1 or 2 people per bloody rocket thingy-majig. Anyway, so we're going to take up the rocket thingy-majigs. because that's why we've got Kairos and Paul Daniels flying around the flank over here. Because of course we're not going to fight fair. We're fucking Tzeentch. And then we've got our Screamers behind the enemy line, causing them some anxiety. With any luck anyway. So we're going to move in, and these guys they do count as large, so the Screamers do very well against artillery apparently, which is nice. And we're trying to suck them off again. It seems like they don't seem to have anyone left. There's no actual crew left. It's just the Ox. Can they still fire? Asking the real questions. It doesn't look like it. Like, there's this one here is shooting at me. The rest don't seem to be actually, like, moving. So I don't think... I mean, there's one guy there. Do a little blast, see if that does anything. Anything? I think it knocks out one of the... Yeah, a little bit. Alright, well, they seem to be advancing now, which is fine, because then my Screamers can come in from behind and nobble them. Basically, that's the plan. So like this one's shooting and the rest of them don't seem to be, so I think I've knocked them out. I don't think they have any crew left. So I guess that's the health of the actual artillery piece. I mean, Kairos doesn't really give a shit about being shot with rockets. He's not really that bothered. We're going to get a nice little rift off over here. That's going to do some suckage. Lovely suckage. And the Screamers have now bopped in to take out this artillery unit. Because I do not want to be shot to pieces with rockets. I mean, as long as I take out the rockets, the actual rocket itself, I don't really care. They're taking a little bit of fire here, so now we're going to basically bug out. Over here once again, taking out those artillery pieces. They're all down. Apart from... Oh, no, spoke too soon. And they're running away. Perfect. Okay, the rest of the enemy force is now advancing, sort of higgledy-piggledy. We've taken out the artillery, which was the main thing, and they've just dropped a comet on themselves, so nice work there. Now, our main body is Pink Horrors intersected with Flamers, with Chaos Spawn bringing up the rear just in case we need to intercept any units, and the Chaos Knights on the flank. The idea being that any unit that gets too close will get bombarded with pink fire, and if they get close, even closer, then they get, you know, incinerated. It's a two-phase plan. My favourite phase is the second one. So yeah, they're taking a lot of fire already. You can see a couple more rifts coming out there. There goes the fire. And that unit is... yeah, they're fucking dead. Bravely continuing to advance, though. Ooh. Will they reach our line? I mean, no, is the answer. They ain't getting anywhere near us. Those flamers just tearing through. So far, so good. Our Screamers have got out. I mean, they've taken a little bit of health damage, but mostly just their shields took the damage there. And Kairos and Paul Daniel are just flapping around on the flank. You can see that the enemy infantry have been absolutely destroyed. Cestral Dragon Guards hanging around on the flank, I think waiting for the Knights of Tzeentch, who are sort of like meandering around there. But that's fine, because it means they can turn their back to us and we can just shoot them. Just be a little bit careful of the Jade Warrior Crossmen, who are starting to open fire on our Pink Horrors, breaking through that shield. Looks like they're going to drop another Comet on us. Comet is a nice spell, but obviously it has to be really used in like a big blob of melee combat, because if you use it on a unit that's currently moving, that happens. So we're advancing a little bit. The Flamers moving up. The crossbows about to get attacked in the rear. Disrupting their formation. And then, of course, the pink fire coming in. Also mention the Flamers. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, even just like tickling the Celestial Dragon Guard as well at the same time. And yeah, it certainly looks like... Ooh, right through the Celestial Dragon Guard bringing up the rear and not really able to do anything. Oh, ow. Yeah, no, you're having a bad time, aren't you, lads? You are having a bad, bad time. And there we go, the enemy army has had enough. And I don't blame them, to be honest, because we lost, by the looks of it, 10. We lost 10 guys. Yeah. I mean, if you play Tzeentch well, you can basically fuck up an entire army with 5 losses. The only thing that got any kills was the war compass, so pretty damning there. Well, Banner of Swiftness may actually be pretty useful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and we're going to do little ambushettes. See if we can... I mean, there's not much left, really. I'm going to pop you back in there. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to ambush because I don't think there's any armies nearby. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move you here, which is a little bit ballsy, but I'm feeling a little bit ballsy. I'm feeling like, well, yeah, let's bring it. I'm tempted to go... Lightning Strike. I am tempted to go Lightning Strike. Do I go Lightning Strike? What level am I? 44. I mean, I've got plenty more skill points, really. Reveal faction intentions could be nice. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. What does this do? Stuff. Just gives... But I don't really see the point in giving the Greater Demon spells, because more than a couple of spellcasters in your army is never going to be actually that useful. Let's get more income from buildings, because we could use that. That would be actually pretty good. Earthing, maybe? Ah, sure. Let's chance you blowing yourself up. Gate of Tzeentch. Oh, I got thingy when I should have got... That's fine. Don't worry about it. No, I don't want to build an outpost. There's no point. I can already recruit all the... And well, mind you, I guess it would mean that I could recruit you... Oh, hello. Well, I'm going to be honest, I didn't have my Kislev is going to be a problem this episode on my Kairos campaign bingo card. But there we go. They are apparently going to be an issue. So that's fun. Oh, well, Trolltooth is back. Good lad. Ah, and are you... It says valiant defeat. Oh, because your army's fucked. Just what I need. Never mind. Let's bring in everyone. Pyrrhic victory. Well, we shall see. But that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.